Excuse me, but I think I've seen your picture somewhere before. Oh, yeah, that's right. It was in the dictionary next to kablam!
Bam, here comes the man. Peanut butter sandwich cause he came to make you jam. Mic is in the hand, making people dance. With the joy to heaven, who cares about 10 grand? Ow, sipping by the crowd. Life of sacrifice leaves you feeling above clouds. It's not the fame of my name changed by crowds. Mother Mary said yes, make my mama proud. Well, she know where the glory is. It's not of my own that I stand victorious. On stage, I just want the whole auditorium to open eyes, realize.
Always, and this is like, I've been an artist in different ways throughout, but my goal was always like, yeah, okay, getting a Grammy, making the money, that stuff is cool, but I always think about like who are the people that we read about in textbooks and history books, you know what I mean? Like, who are the people who really molded and shaped society, in a sense, and so I really always aspired to be that, even when I was angry, even when I had a lot of things to deal with, that was always the goal, and I had my own stuff I had to go through in order to be able to really do that.
Mike says my presence from blocks away. My mind kicks rhymes so quick you can't compute the data. Wanna verbally spoil the king, rap gladiator. They scared to go sword to sword with me. I line up wins like Hondas accordingly. I
know when I'm swinging her ribbon and fanny slang style, mesmerizing, I jeopardize losing her. This chick so bad you would think she was Lucifer. This angel brought life in my life. I feel the same.
I've been through many transitions, through many advancements, maturity, going through that whole process. And this is just like, oh, okay, I'm here now. For a long time I was trying to fight and do my own thing. Yeah, my mind, my artistic talents, my artistic abilities, trying to see things out. And over the course of time, just realized I just needed to do that, to just let go.
I grew. I was 17 years old. I was in high school, my senior year, and my girlfriend at the time got pregnant. And so I didn't know what I was gonna do because I'm like, okay, my parents split when I was a kid. My freshman year split, and I remember it was such a traumatic thing for me, and I just, I didn't want that. So I didn't know how I was gonna deal with it, what I was gonna do, but I knew that I had to see it through. And thanks be to God that he kept the child, kept moving. There was some issues with her family and her parents and things like that. So we had been referred to, somehow got in contact with the Sisters of Life. And so she, on the same Sisters of Life as someone, saw us for the entire pregnancy, and all that other stuff. And I mean, we had issues in our own relationship and things like that. And unfortunately, we're not together now. But like, what is the most beautiful, most happiest thing of my life is to enjoy the joys of fatherhood. To see myself, everything that I do, kind of mirroring back to me.
Every day you don't come. Every day you go home. You don't stay with me, everybody. You didn't know what I will see. You don't know what I do, what you do, but you know what I do.
Hello, I'm Brennan's sister. Lots of people know me just by that. All of his friends and stuff like that. But my name is Janelle, or lots like my family and people who call me Jaja. Technically, that computer that he messed up was mine. Whenever Brennan has something to do, he asks me to do it for him. Like if he wants me to print something out, or to cook him food, or wake him up, or I don't know, whatever he wants me to do that he doesn't want to do himself, to cut out circles to make the pins. See, he uses everything. He doesn't care whose it is. He takes it.
tyrannical, evil leader. That is the joys of familyhood.
See, prime example.
Yeah, squish. That's what we do.
Exactly. You gotta start asking questions about how the chair get broken.
Being in Mr. Brandon's class, it's a whole new perspective, a whole new experience when you go into his class, and then you go into his class not expecting what to learn out of, but you always get that feeling where you're sure to learn something.
Well, my name is Annette Grant Revron. I've been working with Brandon for a lot of years. It's been like extremely intriguing. I would say interesting. He's an awesome person to work with. Very talented, very patient, and I learn a lot from him. More or less what he does with the children in Kids Creative is he uses his talents and interact with their ideas, and it's just mind-boggling, and they make magic.
What is all this love? And it's funny because I can't use the word company. Like, it's a growing unity.
This is how these are made. The medallions. Again, everything done, homemade, completely channeled for myself. And from the people that's around me, you know? You don't got the money to be paying for like no sweatshop workers and nothing like that.
From my eyes, it's a unique, growing unity. That's something that's not, like I said, it's not common.
Usually you got these chains, right? Start off from the spool. I take it, I measure it, clip it, boom, we got one of these.
It's not an industry. It's not a company that's running, trying to hijack people or trying to pull in people for our own fame, our own popularity. But it's for them to understand their place and or understand their ability, their needs, and their life.
Medallion piece, and I have these, and usually you throw this in here, take this, and I clamp them together. Boom, that's it. And then basically I gotta take the beads and I bead one by one, throwing them through the thing by hand, toss them in a little package, throw on this love card, and then that's that.
Oh no. Yeah. You can tell we're in the Bronx.
I've gotten to know Brandon at first in all his love when he performed a showcase during the event, and which was phenomenally awesome and was really great. And afterwards, I met him. I met Brandon, and we just kind of talked a little bit, kind of like like face to face kind of thing. Like, so okay, here's my blog, here's my thing. It's like, okay, cool. And and like fast forward, like I think it wasn't until 2011 that we then started to kind of integrate more on a more personal level, and that's when he put me in charge of being I guess you can say the social media manager of the company, of the company's Facebook presence, and also Instagram presence, and also Twitter presence.
And so over time, I just went through just so much transformation. Met new people, seen new things, learned new things, spent so much time in prayer, and things were just revealed to me in that way. Read new things. To me, this project is like stamp on the darkness. Like, that's it. It's done. It's gone. So this right here is Mixcraft. This is low budget recording, low budget mixing. And so because this is such a slow computer, here's what happens. And so a lot of times I'm trying to mix and that exact same thing happens.
Yeah, something like that. And here we go. But I just don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Just can't leave you alone. I don't know. I don't know. Then no. I don't know. I gotta find other words, but no. And here you let it come escalate in.
Regardless, even if I wasn't an artist, all I want to do is just serve people. You know what I mean? Like, give something that, you know, I mean, I be telling people sometimes, like, hey, you know, you got a youth group or you got this going on. You don't even got to call me out to perform. You need somebody to come and direct people, or you need somebody to come and sweep them out afterwards. I'm fine.
You like
doing
to
all
be
that.
down. You want to be down.
Just to be able to give something to somebody else. You know what I mean? It's like.
Rhetoric, lyrics, presenting perspective was holy. It is assembly, plus they militant battle the demons. It commit secular, now with their reverential in the game. No longer will secular forces remain. Yo, 70 stand, plan, with never more his only aim.
It's another beautiful day, believe your mind, cause it's another beautiful day. Hey, everybody say. Let me teach you all a lesson. No need for all the stressing. These moments another moment.
Known as many infinite treasures with pleasure or correction. I emphasize on the record and pressure to heal the dash you enter. Mind the Professor X, cerebral or infant. This is not your X speaking, this is divine intervention.
Goodness and happiness and joy now. And that's what cartoon world is. You know, the word animate means to have life. I feel like now I'm at the point where I'm really living.
You see, when I think about love, I think about my grandmother. My grandmother's just like the type of person that just always goes above and beyond and out of her way to make sure you're taken care of.